I just want to talk about the bad role models that we have among us here in America. Um, we have quite a lot of them. There's there's bad role models everywhere. Everywhere you can find every bit of entertainment, as far as comedy, music. Music is always the biggest thing. I mean, you got to think music is what drives people. People just they give music so much of a compliment. They absolutely love it. It runs their life and makes them who they are today. A bunch of pieces of shit is who you people are today. And so you got to think, where are you getting that from? Where did that? Who gave birth to that? It's the music and the entertainment. Even the athletes that we see on TV. There's a lot of bad role models. I mean, when I look at athletes on TV, the most worshipped athletes um, come from black sports like NBA, NFL, boxing, things like that. It's not like there's anything wrong with that, but that's just what it is. If it's black, that's gonna be where everybody wants to worship that. That's how this country is. And within those sports that most blacks indulge in, black athletes are just the biggest light in everyone's dreams, everyone's thoughts. People look up to all those athletes. America showcases all those athletes. Again, there's never anything wrong with the race of the athletes, but I'm just in, displaying that there is an issue with the fact that we really only like one kind of human being in this country on a frequent basis, and that really sucks. It's disrespectful to every other kind of human that does something right, but only one kind will get recognition. Anyway, though, um, within this, not speaking on the old school athletes such as Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, but the new school athletes, the athletes of today, and musicians and all the other entertainers, everyone, especially athletes, these athletes, honestly, in the NFL and the NBA, are very boring and they don't have very much character. And I noticed that these people they're not good role models. They don't have very much good to say to lead someone in the right direction. I would think the best thing someone could say, if I was an athlete, um, besides telling people about health and how to get in shape and be agile and never to give up, um, I would be telling people also not to indulge into the bad demonic atmosphere that we have here in this country. The music that will bring them down and the entertainment that will bring them down. Because all of that is filled with nothing but, hey, go smoke some more weed and go fuck some more bitches. Which will lead you away from being an athlete, the athlete that you actually look up to, who probably does all that. But some of these people are lucky to be born with that will, that automatic will, or born with the skill from the very start. And all they had to do was make a couple corrections to be in the right place. But you just notice how these athletes don't mention things like that. Not enough of them. And because of that, they're not the best role models. It's like them getting to the place that they're at. I'm not saying it's based off of luck, but they obviously didn't have to go through the struggles that we all go through as much as we do today. And we fail still going through these struggles. Uh, some athletes do go through struggles and things like that, but some of them don't even understand that the music in which they listen to and the entertainment that they indulge in is actually a factor that could have brought them down. And some people make it out alive and some don't. But for the most part, more of us would succeed if we didn't allow these addictions, these demonic addictions that we have in our country, smokes, liquor, parties, especially twerk parties and strip clubs and all this other stuff. If none of that got in our way, there would be a lot more success in our country. A lot more. Man, it would be tons more success. But those are things that get in our way. The reason why I know these athletes, these musicians, and these entertainers are not good role models is because all you fucking humans follow them. And look at you humans. You're fucking pathetic. You're fat. You get nothing done. You guys are worn out from weed and sex. Loose as fuck. And a lot of you are now starting to get STDs, which is really going to start to corrupt this country pretty soon. Genital warts. You guys are just nasty fucking people, and you don't get anywhere in life whatsoever. And so it's like that's what they're following in their role models. They would learn better to stay away from these things if their role models would tell them so. But not enough of them do that. Not enough of them even break it down and get emotional with it, with these things. They, at most, all they say is, don't give up. Life's gonna put you down, don't give up. But they're not telling these fuckers, like, what it is that's putting them down. Because these stupid kids are listening to bad music that's putting them down, and to them, the music feels good. But it doesn't hurt enough to indicate to them, it doesn't hurt at the moment. Which would tell them that this is what actually also is a part of your life being brought down. It only then affects them in the future, but they're so blind, they still can't see it. They're too addicted to what they're already into now. It's just practically too late. When someone becomes addicted to this stuff and it already feels good, it's even harder now for them to stop. This is the kind of life bringing you down in which some people call it you bringing yourself down. But that's not true. We're never alone within our success and our failure. It doesn't change when it's failure. Just because you failed doesn't mean you failed yourself alone. Sometimes it means someone else failed you. And that was the role model that you were looking up to probably when you were a kid or even now still. And these role models, so-called good role models that are going up in these schools, these high schools and whatnot, having a speech, they suck ass. They're not telling these kids what's really bringing them down. What's causing themselves to bring themselves down. The things that cause them to do activities and become addicted to activities that don't do anything good for their life or future. And they get nowhere. They stay right in place, going nowhere. So, that being said, we have shitty role models. None of these athletes are good people. None of these athletes are good role models. None of these musicians. You guys all suck fucking ass. And I swear, like, if I was leader, all of these people, man, these celebrities would be, some of you fucking celebrities, I would have to be a little nice to some of them. Because a lot of these celebrities, a lot of your fucking heroes, your demonic heroes, would be jailed. Some of them would be facing discipline because they have been disgusting and nasty through their music. I've heard some songs that I cannot believe, and people are going to face some fucking harsh discipline, I'll tell you that. But you better like it while you can, because if you don't face discipline with me, should there be a God in your afterlife, I think hell is going to be worse. I think so, right? It should be. Being there for eternity? Yeah, you best take this discipline while you can. But some people are really going to get it. I'm telling you. That's just celebrities, man. They really did the ultimate crime. People in the high status role, where they can be a role model and they got all these kids looking up to them, technically they do big crimes, bigger than most, because they're the ones leading these kids into failure. So that's not thousands, not tens of thousands, 100,000s or anything like that. It's more so millions and billions of kids and adults being led astray, being led in the wrong direction by these celebrities, by these role models, these athletes. So all of their blood is on your hand. If I became a leader and I did not get you fucking celebrities, all of your blood, your blood and the kids who look up to you, their blood would be on my hands, because I actually understand what you do wrong. I see it. I see what's wrong here. So I should do something about it. And I will.